They are desperate. They'll try anything to try and prove to mom and dad, I'm not doing this.
A disturbing way to try and pass a drug test is becoming more popular, and experts say it can kill you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us.
People are drinking house bleach, saying it'll clean out your system and allow you to pass a urine test. Local experts say they have seen people try it.
Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Nicole Johnson sat down with someone who works in a lab to talk about this dangerous trend.
I have heard of cranberry juice for people to pass drug tests.
No, drinking cranberry juice will not make you pass a drug test, according to experts, and neither will drinking bleach.
Obviously, that's super dangerous. That would probably kill you.
Maybe she hasn't tried it, but others have. People are even posting videos on YouTube of themselves mixing household bleach with water and drinking it.
They are desperate. They'll try anything to try and prove to mom and dad, I'm not doing this. If I try, Google something quick to see what, how to beat a test, I'll try that, because they're so desperate. They'll try anything no matter what the risk.
Stephanie Knutson has seen all the tricks, but says in the lab they can detect cheaters and even call them out.
Drinking bleach will not allow you to pass a test. It will not mask the metabolites we're looking for. It won't clean your system and detoxify you.
What bleach can do is kill you.
It could, do corrosive damage to your esophagus and the linings of your stomach. It could cause you to have natremia, where it causes your sodium to go sky high, your blood pressure, your heart rate. You could go into a coma or possible death. It's so dangerous. Just don't do it. Don't do it.
A warning to those looking for a last-ditch effort to pass a test, and to parents that this advice is out on the internet and people are believing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, honestly, that do recreationally.
Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Knutson says people will also try buying synthetic urine, drinking detox juices, or buying other products, sometimes at a high cost.
New for you tonight at 10 o'clock, Democratic Party presidential candidate Bernie Sanders is coming to Fargo this Friday. He's going to be hosting a rally at the Ramada Fargo Convention Center. We're told he'll be discussing a wide range of issues, including his plan to make public colleges and universities tuition-free and ensuring universal health care. Doors are going to open at 11 a.m. at the convention center. Now, the event is free and it's open to the public.
New developments tonight on a story near Hankinson, North Dakota. Reward money is now being offered for information leading to the arrest of the person who killed 2 horses 3 weeks ago. Last week, we spoke to the family, who says someone came onto their farm and shot 2 of their 3 horses. After our story ran, someone offered to donate $500 for reward money, and the family is hoping to raise more. If you know anything, you're asked to call the Richland County Sheriff's Department at this number, 701-642-7711.
A small explosion at the Cargill-Wahpeton facility was called in tonight after smoke was detected from a corn dryer. We're told that Cargill staff called the local fire department as a precaution. Crews were on the scene for about an hour and a half. No employees or contractors are reported to be injured. Officials say minor maintenance is required and the dryer will continue to operate tomorrow.
The use of fentanyl continues to impact the valley. The city of Grand Forks says the number of overdose deaths more than doubled in North Dakota from 2013 to 2014.
A public forum in Grand Forks explained how common and dangerous fentanyl use has become. Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic was there and tells us what the city is doing to fight the problem.
The police department is investigating the death of an 18-year-old after a suspected drug overdose. The Grand Forks County Coroner's Office, Alex Davis died from a fentanyl overdose.
Hundreds of people packed the Empire Arts Center to discuss the fentanyl use in our state.
Addiction and drug abuse is something that we don't talk about nearly as much as we should be.
Maylee Smith created the documentary called Faded to show how fentanyl use has impacted her life.
I personally had dealt with addiction within my family, and so it just made it really important for me to kind of be able to tell people's stories and let people see other people's stories from a different perspective.
I just want to make sure that people have good information and can make some good decisions on maybe helping their kids out or other people they might know that might be involved in some of this stuff.
Police continue to urge the public about the dangers of this drug.
Very small doses of this stuff can kill people.
I tried to speak with the drug task force about fentanyl use in Grand Forks, but they couldn't speak on camera because of their undercover work. Police aren't sure if these meetings will stop the fentanyl problem, but they say the more the message is spread, more people are likely to take action. That's what they hope will happen after tonight's forum.
There's always a sense that those things are going to happen in our community and in many communities because we're not alone in this. This is a nationwide problem.
A problem that continues to affect the entire nation.
Having someone in your family that struggles with addiction is not easy. It's a very difficult thing, and it can tear a family apart at times.
In Grand Forks, Yvonne Sievich, Valley News Live.
High school students will get to see the documentary presented tonight in hopes that younger people can step up and speak about the fentanyl issue.
Stronger relationships between schools in Fargo are being formed with the help of art, good food, and a goal to help students in need. Students from Davies High School designed pottery bowls that were up for sale tonight at Discovery Middle School in an event called Soup for Success. Parents, teachers, and students could pay for their favorite decorative bowl to keep and fill them up with soup or ice cream, an effort between both middle and high school students.
As all the Discovery kids are going to Davies in the future, we thought that it was great to build relationships early with incoming students for the years to come.
All the money raised will go to the Legacy Children's Foundation, which supports students in our region and helps bridge the education achievement gap through mentorship and accountability programs.
On this week's Restaurant Report Card, the spotlight shines on restaurants in West Fargo with no violations on their most recent health inspection report. Valley News Team's Cornelius Hawker has the story.
Since the beginning of this year, restaurants in West Fargo have had stellar health inspection reports. Places like Domino's, Subway, and JL Beers didn't receive any violations on their most recent reports. However, this week's Clean Plate Award is going to Hardee's just off 13th Avenue East in West Fargo. They just passed their health inspection with no violations on Monday. General Manager/owner Michael Buckley tells us some of the things that impressed the inspectors.
Normally when they come into a store, they said they see a lot of pop drippage, stuff all over the floor, stuff all over the hoses and stuff. So they were really impressed with the fact that we've managed to keep this area clean. They were impressed by the fact that we date out all our equipment and stuff, like our vegetables.
And what's the secret for maintaining such a clean restaurant?
It's actually a lot easier than you think. It's just schedules. We have clipboards all around the store. Everyone has a schedule of when stuff needs to get cleaned.
In West Fargo for Restaurant Report Card, I'm Cornelius Hawker.
And next week we're heading to Lakes Country to check out some of the restaurants there.
The Grand Forks County Sheriff's Office just launched a new crime-fighting tool. They say the GFSO Tip 411 mobile app puts a powerful new tool in the hands of community members of all ages. Here's what it looks like. The Sheriff's Office says the app will help connect residents with law enforcement to find information, view alerts, and submit anonymous tips. If you don't have a smartphone, you can submit tips through the county website or by texting GF Tipster to 847-411.